All right, you're listening to Checkpoint XP, your home for esports and gaming, and I'm here now with a wonderful cast of characters here. We got Dash, MarkZ, and Kobe, all from the League of Legends casted team at the LCS. How are you guys doing? How are you guys enjoying Twitchcon right now?
Loving it. Today was a very long day for both us and the players, but I think it delivered on all fronts. We had one of the best show matches you could ever ask for in the actual League of Legends side of thing between Tyler 1 and Yasuo. And then for these finals here to come down to like a couple people all at 2 HP looking to hold on for slivers of health, I think the event definitely delivered.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the most active Twitchcon participant. I'm definitely one of the people who shows up and like hits up the partner lounge for free food and then stays off the floor. So,
yeah, I had a super fun time. I hope we get to do another one.
Awesome. And you guys were out here actually casting Teamfight Tactics as well, which it was the first time I was able to see it in sort of like a super competitive situation with all the production and everything. So, what was that experience like, casting Teamfight Tactics?
it's crazy. It's a game that keeps you on your toes because you're watching 8 different people's perspectives, even when you're in a single game. And then when you get into one of these compressed, tournaments where there's hundreds of people competing, multiple games going on at a time, you just got to be ready to roll with the punches and quickly figure out what you want to talk about.
Yeah, especially with all the RNG, got to be ready for things to pop up at any time.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't cast any TFT.
No, you
I was just a viewer.
Yeah.
But I am not jealous of exactly what they just talked about. The difficulty of trying to keep track of, hundreds of different players, tons of different compositions, only really being able to see 1 or 2 boards at a time. But overall, I think they ran it very well. Having those check-ins throughout the day to kind of track progress was really good. And I think they're quickly whipping the production into shape to really be able to catch a lot of those moments in the split screens.
For sure. And just staying on Teamfight Tactics, it came out, it was released, it really is in beta for a while, and a lot of people really enjoyed it. Why do you think TFT has been so popular with the community?
I think it's just a fun genre as a whole that is really exceptionally fun when you add League of Legends IP to it, and the experience that you get when you see a Gnar in TFT jump forward and act like a Gnar in the actual game, and you see some of these interactions where it looks like it's actually League of Legends happening, and that makes it super fun.
It's also a bit more relaxed than playing Summoner's Rift League of Legends. You can kind of chill at the end of the night or something, play some TFT games, unwind.
Yeah,
in some ways I do feel like it is lower stakes. I mean, unless you are playing ranked or at the absolute highest level. It's a slightly more compact game, easy to get into, get out of. I think it has a lower barrier to entry. League of Legends is a very tough game to learn, especially now as the champion roster continues to grow. And then as Mark said, I'll echo that. The fact that there are one-to-ones between the game of League of Legends and then how the champions interact within TFT makes it feel really good within the League universe.
Yeah, it is, and there's so many champions that you probably wouldn't see on the Rift very often that you'll see quite a bit in TFT, so I think that's exciting to people as well.
Yeah, both of these guys are big Vi fans, and she's not seeing the LCS anytime soon.
No.
You get her in TFT.
No, not at all. Just to, switch gears a little bit, you guys are going to get ready to go out to Europe for Worlds and all that type of stuff. How much of a chance do we really have from NA? Be honest, man.
Hey, I think we actually have a chance. I think people are a little bit more down than they really need to be. I think that, my aspirations for North America at Worlds this year is finals, actually. I think that's higher than most people, but I really think that we can make finals.
Damn, I'm on the other side. I'm really scared because I think C9 has a tough group. A is pretty bad. I think Group D is pretty manageable right now. I think Team Liquid should be one of the favorites to get out, but if they get unlucky and Damwon ends up in there, suddenly I think, they might still be one of the favorites to get out, but it's suddenly a lot more difficult. So, and then I don't really have much hope for Clutch because they'll end up in Group C if everything goes to chalk in the play-in stage. And then you have a situation where it's actually very hard to get a group out, a team out of a group suddenly. And that's my concern, is that you have very good Korean and European teams in all your groups.
I think this year, as compared to previous years, it is far tougher to predict how the World's Tournament will go. And that kind of manifests twofold. One, it means that there's a high likelihood that, you know, our NA teams do get out and or don't get out, right? Like, because there's so much variability, I think, in the predictions at the moment and the state of the game, that it's very hard to say at what point is Team Liquid really a favorite to get out. And hey, if one specific team gets moved in, all of a sudden they're no longer a favorite. I think finals is very aspirational.
Come on, guys, what's going on?
And actually, I will say that I saw Steve tweet today, just today, Liquid tweeted out that he said definitively this is NA's best shot to win Worlds is this year, and he thinks it can be done. Now, of course, you expect to hear that from the owner of the #1 team from the region, but I do like to see that confidence. And even while we might have some trepidation, I hope that every single one of our NA teams goes in there and attacks their opponents.
I hope so too, and I'm free to agree. I think his finals are bust for Team Liquid as well.
Okay, let's
So we're just gonna go around the horn. I want to get you guys out of here quickly. I won't tell you to make a pick, but who's a favorite and who's a sleeper team to watch out for at World?
A favorite. I'm gonna go with. I don't want to say SKT, but I kind of want to say SKT. There's a weird piece of me. Yeah, there's a weird piece of me that thinks that SKT is gonna hop back onto the map this year as the favorite. Dark horse. Would you consider Fnatic to be a dark horse because they're the #2 seed? Yeah, so I'll go Fnatic as a dark horse, I think.
You said SKT, so I'll go the other way. I'll just say G2 because I feel like that's the other obvious choice, and then Kobe can have a hard decision. And then for me, I'm
still gonna say G2. You think I could go Phoenix?
I thought I was trying. I thought I was setting you up for FPX, but I guess not. And then I'd say I'm a huge Damwon fan. Like, I really like Showmaker and Canyon, so I want to see them play on the world stage.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a dark horse. I am also going to say G2, probably my favorite. For dark horse, I'm going to go really low chances.
Gigabyte Marines.
Klutz Gaming!
Oh!
Okay, they're going to make it out of that stupid-ass group.
Booty did say he wants to make Coma pay, so.
All right, that was the last question for us. We're being kicked out. We're gonna get arrested or something like that.
Kicked out of an interview before.
This is so awesome. By the way, thank you guys so much for your time. We want to get you guys out of here, so thank you again. We're going to have more coming from TwitchCon Checkpoint XP.